Here's something that'll piss off PC builders. This tiny 5 by 5 inch box can render 8K timelines natively, features dedicated supercores for AI, comes with double the starting storage standard, and costs less than a decent mid-range graphics card, and it's not even the most expensive Mac on Apple's roster. I don't understand why everyone keeps building massive Windows towers, dropping $2,000 plus more on cooling, then complaining that Windows 11 feels bloated. Meanwhile, there's an upcoming Mac sitting right on the horizon that delivers more raw power, more efficiency, and more value for significantly less space and money. Now look, I respect custom PCs. After all, I own a massive gaming rig, but those towers are brute force hardware running software that wastes it. The M5 Mac Mini runs silicon design for getting shit done. That new M5 chip with its neural accelerator trades blows with massive desktop Intel processors in real performance. But here's what Apple figured out that PC makers didn't. You need an architecture that doesn't bottleneck that power. Apple Silicon treats heavy multitasking like something adults actually need to do. I know half of you are going to completely disagree with me, so jump into the comments and tell me exactly why I'm wrong. While you're down there, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. The unified memory architecture lets you run intense AI applications simultaneously without the weird compromises traditional motherboards force on you. The processing bump, handling AI tasks up to 4 times faster, makes everything feel impossibly smooth, and that ridiculously tiny footprint means you're working all day without losing half your desk to a giant metal box. The port setup is solid. 2 front USB-C ports that handle accessories and fast transfers perfectly. A 3.5mm front-facing headphone jack. That's practical enough for professional audio gear. No, you're not swapping out the graphics card on it, but for everything a modern work machine actually needs to do. It delivers. But here's the thing that really sets it apart. 512 gigabytes of starting storage. Your current entry-level Mac fills up in months. This thing gives you double the baseline out of the box. Now, here's the one thing that might frustrate you. The upgrade pricing isn't as friendly as you'd expect from the PC world. The RAM and storage are baked right onto the chip, and the build-to-order options can occasionally get expensive when you're pushing it hard. I expect this to remain Apple's strategy, but if you want the most complete desktop experience you can buy today, the M5 Pro configuration is where smart people end up. This thing can process massive local language models with insane unified memory bandwidth. The new Fusion architecture delivers 6 super cores and 12 performance cores that make raw rendering look incredible. And with upgraded graphics power, you can actually use this thing for high-end studio work. The power cord comes right in the box without a massive external brick, saving you from adapter hell. And Apple's sustained performance under load is genuinely impressive. Thunderbolt 5 support transforms this into a proper command center with multiple high-resolution displays, insane data bandwidth, and file management that doesn't treat you like a child. This is what the Mac Studio was supposed to be the only option for 2 years ago. The connectivity is thoughtfully designed. 3 rear Thunderbolt ports for massive drive arrays, and a 10 gigabit Ethernet option that handles your whole server connection during intense workloads. Apple understood that pro desktops serve different purposes than entry-level machines. macOS on the M5 Pro, with years of guaranteed updates, means this Mac is getting new features until 2033. That's a longer software commitment than all of my relationships. The 64 gigabytes of Mac's unified memory isn't as high as the upcoming Mac Studio, but it's not bad either. And that blazing fast 14.5 gigabytes per second SSD speed means you're not held hostage by load times that would make a loan shark blush. The downside with this is the release timeline, which can be inconsistent. You'll have months where you think it's dropping tomorrow, and then suddenly rumors push it back, especially since they just dropped the M5 MacBooks in March. It might just be standard supply chain delays, but it makes you double-check your Apple event calendar more often than you should have to. Now let's talk about the 5 by 5 inch thermal design, because this addresses something PC makers completely ignore. People who actually want a quiet machine on their desk. That 5-inch form factor might seem small, but it's designed for heavy, sustained workloads. The new thermal architecture makes intensive tasks feel silent, in ways a massive gaming PC just can't match. The M5 generation pushes efficiency that makes traditional x86 processors look like they're stuck in 2020. The Wi-Fi 7 chip is overkill for a basic desktop, but when you're streaming or pulling giant files from NAS, having that bandwidth available matters. Bluetooth 6 handles your wireless peripherals without making your mouse lag, like you're working from 2007. If this breakdown helped you make a better buying decision today, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the upcoming leaks that could completely change your mind next month.